Christians are more than Muslims. But the question is, what type of Christianity do we have? Today there are Christians, they only go to church on the 1st December. And if they go on the 21st, they don't go to church again until the 1st December. And they identify themselves as Christians. It's as if Isa alayhi salam, when he came, that's what he called us. No, we didn't teach us that. But how come along the way it disappeared? And now the only time our fellow brothers and sisters go to church is maybe either on Sunday. That means someone who is dedicated. But in most cases, once in a year. I'm telling you, my respected brothers and sisters, if it wasn't because the Imam of Islam was going to be like that. There will be people who will say we are Muslims, but they wouldn't have any attachment to Islam. Because that's what Imam Hussein made it very clear. He said, I want a reform. What is a reform? To turn things upside down so that the reality will be known. So if you go to Surah Al-Fajr, it talks entirely about all this, and therefore it's not only the last part. We say, no, from the beginning of Surah Al-Fajr. Last time we spoke about Wal-Fajr Wal-Layal Ashr. We spoke about Layal Ashr. If you look at Surah Al-Fajr, the first verses talks about Qasam. Allah is swearing. Allah says, well, I swear by dawn. Allah swears by dawn. Anything in the morning. Then it says, Walayalin Ashr. And I swear by 10 nights. It says, Washafa'i wal Witr. And the evening, I swear by evening and all. That the evening, we are all, like us, you know, but the evening numbers and all numbers. Allah swears by Shafa and Witr. Some scholars say that it is the Salah, the Nafila we perform Shafa and Witr. So Allah swears. So the question is, if Allah swears and tells the stories, what is it that Allah wants to tell us? Which information? Automatically it means that whatever information will come after this word is very important. Then it says, it says, and at night, when it disappears into the moon. You know how the day vanishes into darkness. And you see how in the morning the darkness vanishes into the day. Allah swear by his side. Allah wants us to fail. He wants us to honor. He wants us to be up and running, to think about business. And who can do this? Then Allah says, وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا يَسَرْ هَلْ فِي ذَلِكَ قَسَمٌ لِلْهِجْرِ. Allah says, all this that I mentioned, there is swearing, but for those that are prudent, they are ones that will understand whatever Allah says. So what is prudence? Prudence is somebody who is very much awake, somebody who understands, somebody who is discerning. Hijr means somebody who can be able to see things as they are. So for a person to understand why Allah swears from the beginning until the end, Allah says it's not any time we can carry that to understand. It has to be someone who is student. Immediately Allah says, Alam tara kayfa fa'ala rabbuka bi'ad. Allah. I urge all of you, my respected brothers and sisters, try to go and inquire about the people of Ad. Allah talks about it. There was a nation by the name of Ad, the people of Ad. If you page the history, they will tell you that the people of Ad, they were somewhere in Yemen and Oman. What is between Yemen and Oman? It was a nation. Allah talks about these people in a complete extraordinary. ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بعاد إرم ذات العماد التي لم يخلق مثلها. He said, this people they live in a place called Iram. And in Iram, Allah created them. They were giants. They were people of Huda. They were very tall, very strong. And they were, if you see the structure, it's not like the way we are tiny. Excuse my word. There were these giants, and they used to build their houses in mountains. They carve mountains to make their houses. When they see a rock mountain, they do a design, and they will eat into the rocks, and then create a very nice house. To a point where now they create these houses for fashion. They don't stay there. They just create it. So that people will come and see and they say, wow, who did this? Those people are amazing. And they were worshippers of idols. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala destroyed the people of Musa, because the Pharaoh and his people is because of the hatred in their heart for the people of Musa. The same way Noah alayhi salam. When Allah destroyed the nation of Noah, it was because there were a group of people who hated Noah and his followers. And it said that right after Noah alayhi salam, the next generation of people who disobeyed Allah and worshiped idols were the people of Allah. So now Allah is saying to mankind, and Imam Hussein recited this way, Allah. Imam is going to come and he knows his face. He's talking about people of Allah, people who came way up before his time. Allah has given them certain criteria, might and power. They had money where they lived was so beautiful. They have streams of rivers and so on and so forth. And therefore, life of them is everything they are taught of. And they didn't care about it. Noah alayhi salam gave them lectures to stop worshiping idols, but they didn't even pay attention to what he said to them. So Allah says, Alam tara kayfa fa'ala rabbuka bi'adin إرم ذات العماد. Says, Alladhi lam yukhliqha. Allah says, if you look at the people of Adam, they did. Before that time, there has never been a nation that had what they had at their disposal. Never has there been a nation who had that, gigantic structure, who could do whatever they wanted, who had everything at their disposal. So that the Fajr, Allah mentioned that there was never a nation before them like them. Then Allah comes to another group of people who call them Thamud. Allah says, wa Thamud alladhina jabu sahara billah. Thamud also, they were the people of our beloved Prophet Sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Our beloved Prophet Sallallahu is one of the prophets who faced a lot of challenges because of this people of Thamud. Thamud also had everything against both. The life was very beautiful. And they were tribes that were regarded as the high class tribe within the people of Thamud. And those tribes, they were undermining others. So Sallallahu alayhi salam told them, look, Allah doesn't want what you are doing. Allah wants you to be humble. Allah wants you to worship Him. Allah doesn't want you to be arrogant. They told Salah that if indeed your Allah is the creator as to want us to believe. Why are you poor? Why can't Allah make you rich? Why are you struggling, son? Because it is true that your Allah is the one who created the universe. And He owns everything. We have to see signs from you. So they were beating up the poor and downtrodden of the Prophet Sallallahu. And they thought if they could stop Prophet Sallallahu, they tried everything, they couldn't stop him. Until eventually they said, no, they need to put him where he belongs. And you know what they did to him? They said to Sallallahu, come here. You are telling us all these thoughts that God has sent you. And here you are, you are poor. And you are busy disturbing us. The people that are working for us. Now you are telling them that we are equal together with them. What are you talking about, sir? Okay, you know what? To close this chapter completely, tell your God to bring a camel. But from where? From a rock mountain. Subhanallah. Look at this kind of challenge. He said, Salah, ask your Lord. If he is indeed God, then bring a camel from the mountain, rock mountain. And not only that, they say, say to your Allah, in that rock mountain, the camel must come pregnant. So Salih alayhi salam said, no problem, I'll tell him. Then he started praying to Allah. He prays for days. And then they come and ask him, Salah, what is happening? Your Lord has forsaken you, right? When is the camel coming? And your person has to say, so is those person okay? Have you ever heard in this dunya that a camel has come out of rocks? So do you think this person can do that? To a point they were using words that I can't even mention on you. And they'll pass by and ask him, well, where is the king? Where is the king? Until now they were almost at the point of banishing Salah alayhi salam. And one day Salah went to their leader and said, it's time Allah is going to perform that miracle. And they started laughing. And they themselves, they went all around asking people to come at that gathering. So they came there. Salah alayhi salam was there. He started praying. He prayed until he was crying. And then there was rain, drizzling over the area. Everybody was there. And these big guys were making mockery at him. Because for them, it is impossible. How can a camel come from them? Salah prayed until right in front of them, they saw the rock mountain falling apart. And everybody was panicked. What is happening? And after a while, they saw a camel coming out of that rock mountain. It came to Salih alayhi salam, and then the camel, Allah tamed the camel. So it came respectfully to Salih alayhi salam. And when it came, it was pregnant. Now, you know what they did? They became so angry. Why? Because their challenge now has been fulfilled by Salih alayhi salam. So Allah talks about that is what happened. And because of lack of time, I'm not going to go deep into it. But what happened is that eventually that camel became a camel that the whole area knew about the camel. Why? Because the milk of the camel healed all forms of sickness during that time. And people were coming from far and wide just because they want to heal. And there was a river there. Allah said it's a day that nobody goes there. It's quite a long story. But I just want to talk about the people of Samud, how they were so adamant and how they were so, rough that they never wanted to hear anything from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about them in Surah Al-Fajr of Aba Abdullah al-Sayyid. Says, وَثَمُودَ الَّذِينَ جَابُوا سَحَرَ بِالْوَادِ. Then Allah added the third group, says, وَفَرَعَوْنَ بِالْأَوْتَادِ. You know Pharaoh? Pharaoh became so arrogant, the point where he called himself that he is God. Says, Ana Rabbukumul A'la. I am your God, your Lord. Pharaoh was so wicked that when he was told that a prophet is going to be born and that prophet is going to take him out of his throne, what did he do? He said that prophet is going to be born in my presence and grow up, and I will allow him to grow up until eventually he will come and go through. That is impossible. So he made it simple for himself. He said, hey, whenever a lady gives birth, it is a boy. Kill the boy and come and get money. And boys were being killed. Let's try it. It is said for 12 years, boys that were born within that 12 years were being killed. Until now, his advisors came and said to him, Pharaoh, now these boys that are being killed, if you are going to continue, in the near future, the boys that are going to serve you, where are we going to get them? Where are we going to get them? So they said, what do we do? They said, what we're going to do is this year we kill, and this year we spare them. But all the children that are going to spare, they will live in my house. So that when I see that moves are immediately, you see the arrogance of Pharaoh to that level. He saw himself, he is the best. So Imam Hussein in Surah Al-Fajr, he reasons because it is so lazy with it. He hadn't left alone with the The big guys in the community were enjoying the toils of popularity. Yazid and Muawiyah in Syria is enjoying the hard work of the Prophet. Hijaz was very small babies put together. They live this nomadic life. There was no civilization there. Nothing. As I mentioned in my first khutbah, what Jafar bin Abi Talib said, كنا نعبد الأصنام نعبد الميتة نسيء الجوار ويأكل الكوي منا الضعيف. All these are the criteria in Hijaz. Now Prophet came and fought, and he established a state of very solid states, where even the hypocrites, they succumbed to that state, because there were those who became Muslims, not because they loved the Prophet, because they were scared they were going to die. So now the state has become so strong. Now when the state became stronger, now the family of the Prophet are being judged. So Imam Hussein, he recites Surah Al-Fajr because it is so native. So Allah says, وَفَرَعَوْنَ بِالْعَادَ الَّذِينَ تَغَوْا. They did a lot of extra. They went overboard to do what they want. Imagine you kill children just because you are told that there is somebody that is going to be born and is going to make a video. So Allah says, فَأَكْثَرُوا فِيهَا الْفَسَادَ فَصَبَّ عَلَيْهِمْ رَبُّكَ سَوْطَ عَذَابٍ. They did a lot of bad things until eventually Allah destroyed them. So if you look at the people of Ad, with all what they had, Allah destroyed them. If you look at the people of Thamud, after they killed that fellow, Allah destroyed them. If you look at the people of Pharaoh, after Pharaoh became so arrogant, when he followed Musa alayhi salam, eventually they were destroyed in the rest. So what do we learn from this? You see, today, if you look at the world we live in, there are so many people or countries that see themselves to be like, we are the superpowers. When we talk, everybody will keep quiet. What we want is what we are ready to do. Allah is giving example to the other end. They had that level of recognition, power, might, money, and everything. But eventually, all of them were destroyed. So, Surah Al-Fajr that resonates with the Imam Hussein. Imam Hussein is reciting it. Why? Because at that moment, there were people who are doing the same thing as all. They know Imam Hussein. The one our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, Hussein minni wa ana min Hussein. Says, Ahabba Allahu man ahabba Hussein. Said, Hussein is from me and I am from Hussein. Says, may Allah love whoever loves Hussein from Allah. Allah. Ya Rasulullah. Zindabad. So Allah, after he mentioned the three categories of people, then Allah says, Inna Rabbaka labil mirsad. Allah says, indeed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, people look at him based on their situations. In other words, people in their sense of understanding Allah, they try to look at Allah based on the situations and conditions they are in. That means we ambush Allah. So you see that there are people, when life is good, is that time they worship Allah. So you see that when they go to work, they say, I have noticed this, my salat and my layal and qadr and whatever is very good. So that is why Allah is taking my business growth. So there are times when this is not good. Have I committed any sin? Especially in our communities, you see that if some problem, somebody is encountering problems, start asking, that is why I'm having this, challenge. Imam Amir al-Mu'minin Ali ibn Abi Talib, Allah, in his explanation with regards to Ibadah, worshiping of Allah, that is the kind of mindset we have. He said there are three categories of people who worship Allah. We have those we call them Ibadah Tujjar. They worship Allah based on business basis. I wash your back and please wash your back. So when he says Allah, don't forget my business. So they do it based on battle. Imam called them Ibadah Tujjar. Their worship is based on business battle. Then there's the second category. They call them Ibadatul Abid. Who are Ibadatul Abid? Those who worship Allah because they are scared of marriage. They are so scared. So when they say Allahu Akbar, say Allah, please don't forget me in the day of Qiyamah. So for them, they are slaves of Jannah. And that is why. And there's nothing wrong, of course. There's nothing wrong to perform the Jannah. That's the problem. But Imam says the last category, he called them Ibadatul Ahrar, those who perform salat based on, Imam mentioned the hukman, because of the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Not because of Jannah, not because of their businesses, but because of the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Imam calls it Tilka Ibadatul Ahrar. And that's the kind of ibadah we are supposed to do. But here we are. Allah has been ambushed in Rabbaka labil mirsad. Allah says, فَأَمَّا الْإِنسَانَ إِذَا مَا ابْتَلَاهُ رَبُّهُ فَأَكْرَمَهُ ونعمه فيقول ربي أكرم. Life is good. Everything is booming. Then he goes about, with the shoulders high. So, we are our house, we worship Allah. We love Allah. Don't you see how we are blessed? Look at my church. Look at my wife. Look at my family. Life is good. Because he aligns himself with Allah. And otherwise, the one that is good, well, what does he say? Allah is thinking at me. Why is that for me? This is not good. Allah says, وَأَمَّا إِذَا ابْتَلَاهُ فَقَدَرَ عَلَيْهِ فَيَقُولُ رَبِّي. But if, unfortunately, life becomes a little bit of a challenge and difficult. Now, we go back to the same Allah to say, Allah, why? Allah, why? If you look at this one, from the beginning until today, that has been the categories of people. People love dunya. People, we are told so engrossed. Our hearts are with the dunya, and everything we do is about dunya. About the line of saying in the land of Kaaba, he made a statement. He says, "Now, Abi dunya wa dinu laika ala al-sinatihim yakhutuna ma darra ma'aish wa idha mukhisu la kalladayah." So people are worshippers of the sleeping world. And when they say they are religious, they only say it by their lips. So no, I'm religious. I'm religious. Imam says, their life is behind where they will have nice deal and nice life. So if there is good thing here, even if it is contradicted to what Imam says and Allah wants, they go there will be good things, there will be good life, there will be good life. يَخُوتُونَ مَا دَرَّ مَعَيْشِ. It says, wait until they are tested. Wait until they are in some kind of difficult test. It says, it is then that you see their real iman, which is a very small and insignificant. So Surah Al-Fajr, my respected brothers and sisters, Imam Jafar al-Sadiq didn't say it is the surah of Imam Hussein only because of the ayat and not so much. No, because from the beginning until the end, it talks categorically about the nature of humans, the nature of human existence. That's why Imam Hussein loved it, and then he went ahead with that reform. Even knowing very well that is to be something. But he knows that it's better he is not alive. So people will question why he was killed and who killed him. That's very important. Who killed Imam Hussein? In the land of Karbala, it was time for Salat. Then the Imam said, let's perform Salat. So please go and tell them to pause for the war so that we can function. So Imam sent someone, who went and told them, and they said, yeah. Some of them, they came and even joined Imam, and others didn't join Imam. So the question is, if you are performing Salah, both of you, and you are killing each other, who is the right? Definitely we need to find out. We need to find out. So inshallah, when we get the opportunity, we will continue from where Allah says, I'm going to buy money. In the so that we will conclude Surah Al-Fajr to understand that the entire Surah is the Surah of Imam al-Hussein as Imam al-Sadiq. Now, I want to talk a little bit about Bibi Fatima sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Bibi Fatima sallallahu alaihi wasallam, she encountered a lot of difficulties. Right from her birth, there were those who called her Abkar. They called her father, his father's son. Why? The father had sons, and those sons passed away. And according to Arab tradition, then, even until today, there are such mentality of people. People see sons to be better than daughters. Arabs have tradition, they say, the sons of our sons are our sons, but the sons of our daughters belongs to their fathers or their husbands. So for them, daughters are not important. That is why if you go into the Quran, Allah talks about بأي ذنب وإذا الموءودة سئلت بأي ذنب قتلت. Arabs got to a point where they used to bury their daughters alive. And it was honor and dignity for them. If you want to show off, say, do you know how many daughters I've buried? You want to talk to me like this, don't talk to me like this. So when our beloved Prophet had sons and they died, husband passed away. Now when our beloved Prophet of a child, had a daughter, and had a daughter, Prophet. So if your Allah is going to give you a child, expect it to be a son. A daughter, it's not important. So they call him Abkar. Abkar in Arabic. Arabic language means tailless animal. Animals that doesn't have a tail from the legs. People be animal that doesn't have a tail. Because the tail of an animal is very important. It's very important. A tail of an animal is what is used to drive around. And the stability when the animal is galloping, it uses the tail to stabilize how it turns. A bird flies, and there is stability through the tail. So it is very important. So Arab has to say, they say that if you don't have a son, you don't have a tail. So they call Prophet Fatima. So when Allah gave Prophet Fatima, Allah said to Prophet, now I'm giving you comfort. فَصَلِّ لِرَبِّكَ وَانْهَرْ إِنَّ شَانِئَكَ. You see, those who take you don't have a backbone, they are those who don't have a backbone. So clearly, when it comes to the hatred of God and her father, started from the very beginning of Moses. At that tender age, people told she's of no use. And that is why you see Fatima, she went through difficulties until she said, فُبَّتَ عَلَيَّ مَصَائِبَ لَوْ أَنَّهَا لَوْ فُبَّتَ عَلَى النَّهَارِ لَسَرْنَ لَيَالِهِ. Allah. If Fatima said that, I have encountered difficulties and calamities. Calamities has befallen on me. And these calamities are so severe that if they were going to fall on the day will turn into the night. And you know when Bibi Fatima mentioned this? Bibi Fatima mentioned this when they came to her house, the house of revelation. Allah. The house in which Jibreel alayhi salam used to ask permission to come in. Remember in the hadith al-Kisa, Allah. When Allah told Jibreel to send him to the prophets with Innama, what do you call it? Salatu Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad. When Allah was sending him with the ayat of Tatahir, إنما يريد الله ليذهب عنكم الرجز أهل البيت. Allah said to Israel, go there are 5 people who are under the tree. Go there. Then Jabrail asked permission. He asked Allah, who are those in that group? Then Allah told him. Then he asked Allah, do you permit me to go and be with them? Allah says, I have permitted you. When he got there, he also asked permission from the prophets. And prophets are permitted. That kind of a house. Maybe Fatima's house. But now here comes, because of misunderstanding, a group of people went to the house of the Prophet. And when they went, they said, Imam Ali must come. Because they saw him that he is creating confusion. So they got to the house, they banged the door. Nobody's open. They forced themselves through, no one is open. Until it got to a time that they have to bang the door so hard that the door shattered. And Fatima was right behind her. And the door squeezed the baby Fatima between the door and the wall. At that time, Fatima alayhi salam, she was pregnant with a child. The Prophet already named the child by the name Mohsen bin Abi Talib. And that was the event which led to the miscarriage of Bibi Fatima. It is said when Bibi Fatima got miscarried, her ribs also was broken and blood all over. And while Fatima was lying down, these people came and they dragged Amir al-Mu'mineen from the house. When they pulled him, they were taking him away. Imam al-Hasan al-Hussein were narrating that at that moment, we were in the middle, we don't know whether we have to stay with our mother or we have to go out there to see what is going to happen to our father. It is that Imam al-Hasan says they cried, no, and then when they complained to their grandfather, they said, oh, Prophet, come and see us. You just left us a few days ago. Come and see what is happening to us. It is said, of course, with Fatima alayhi salam. She was screaming, Fatima asked her, where is your father? Then she told Fatima that our father has been tied and has been put outside. And Fatima said, no, I need to go out. Bibi said, no, don't go out because you are so weak. Then she said, no, I need to go out. Then she said, no, don't go out. No, I cannot allow. After my father has come away, after my house, I'm going to do this for deal. After I have had this kind of my son, and to let you, my children, to become orphan. And then for Fatima, she took off. Even though she was bleeding and she was so weak, she went out. It is said that Imam Ali saw her. Imam Ali became sad. Then immediately he told someone to go and tell her she shouldn't be angry. She shouldn't curse these people because if she didn't curse them, what is going to happen? Remember, our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Fatima bid'ah minni, ma ahabbaha faqad ahabbani, wa man abghadaha faqad abghadani." Fatima is part of my blood. Whoever loves her loves me, and whoever makes her angry makes me angry. Now Fatima went out. Salman al-Farisi came and told her that Imam Ali said, please don't kiss her. And then when you're going to be paid, it's going to be a problem. It is said when the mother came back to the house and the excruciating pain she was going through as I saw her, she couldn't bear that when Imam Ali was led and came out, she was always asking Imam Ali to say, how wonderful my duty, you are my husband. How I perform my duties to you as my master. How I perform my duties to you as the father of my children. It is said in the Majlis to say that she would stand the pain and try at all costs to do her responsibility. And out of those pain and difficulties, eventually she succumbed to the pain and the discouragement. What kind of injustices are these? What has been before Fatima did for him to deserve these? On which conditions and circumstances the daughter of our Prophet Muhammad was also visiting us. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Inna وإنا إليه راجعون وسيعلم الذين ظلموا أهل بيت الرسول أي منقلب ينقلبون. سبحان محمد. اللهم صل على محمد. نعرہ تکبیر، اللہ اکبر، نعرہ رسالت، نعرہ حیدری، تمام موجود سے تماشا ہے کیا جائے. ماشاءاللہ سب نوجوان ہیں، یہ صرف تو ایسے بھی مولا کے مبادئ کو نوجوان بنا دیتا ہے. مٹی میں مل گئے ارادے یزید کے، مٹی میں مل گئے ارادے یزید کے، آج بھی لہرا رہا ہے پرچم حسین کا. تمام مومنین سے تماس ہے کہ یہ امام باردہ کا سلسلہ آپ تمام مومنین کے تعاون سے چل رہا ہے. تو آپ مومنین سے بھرپور شرکت کی اپیل ہے. جہاں تک بھائی موجود ہے تو اپنا حصہ ڈال کے اس سے اپنی رسید حاصل کریں. دعوت خطاب دوں گا ذاکر اہل بیت آصف بکیہ صاحب کو منبر پہ تشریف لے آئیں اور محمد و آل محمد کے فضائل و مستحقیت فرمائیں. ذاکر صاحب کی صحت و سلامتی کے لیے بلند تر صلوات. مریم وآخر وقائل وناصر ونذير يا رب محمد محمد وعلي آمین. جو حاجتیں آمین. بیماروں صدقہ بیمار اولاد ہماری شفاعت میری آمین. جو بے اولاد ہیں صدقہ میری سائیں یہ بات ہمارے آمین.
بزرگاں دا سایہ ساڈے اسلام صدق محمد و آل محمد دا میرے ساڈے امام اللہ دی حضور تا میرا ظہور جل دعا دی قبولیت واسطے بلند اپنے مرحومین دی بخش واسطے بلند أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين شفيع مالک شمار کیسی ہو کہ کیا کیا سخی حسین سے ہے شمار سے ہے شمار کہتے ہو کہ کیا کیا سخی حسین سے ہے یہ انتہا ہے کہ کیا نبی حسین سے کہ میرا نبی حسین سے سمجھ میں آتا یہ کربلا کا پس منظر علی سے جنگ تھی لیکن لڑی حسین سے علی سے جنگ تھی لیکن لڑی حسین سے وہ جانتے ہیں جو لاتے ہیں کربلا سے کفن حیات آج بھی لپٹی ہوئی حسین وہ جانتے ہیں جو لاتے ہیں کربلا سے کفن حیات آج بھی لپٹی ہوئی حسین سے ہے کیا ہے گود سے حسین حسین ہمارا راگتا بدشی حسین سے جیو تہاڈی طبیعتاں ویکھ کے آیا چند اشعار ہو پڑھ حسین چاہے تو پھر کتابیں وہی کو اپنا بیان بنا دے حسین چاہے تو پھر کتابیں وہی کو اپنا بیان بنا دے حسین چاہے تو اپنے گھر کی کڑی فضا کو ماں بنا دے حسین چاہے تو اپنے گھر کی کڑی فضا کو ماں بنا دے حسین سوچے تو 80 سالہ حبیب کو جمع بنا دے حسین چاہے جہاں جہاں بھی جہاں چاہے جہاں بنا حسین چاہے تو پھر کتابیں وہی اپنا بیان بنا دے چاہے تو اپنے گھر کی گڑی زمیندار ماں بنا دے حسین سوچے تو 80 سالہ حبیب کو بھی جمع بنا دے حسین چاہے جہاں جہاں بھی جہاں بھی چاہے جہاں بنا دے حسین کے گر ہو دل کی مرضی تو لوگ لکھے کو مات دیتے جسے محمد نہ ایک بچے حسین چاہے کسان دے ایک پنجابی بہت بھائی میرے بھائی میں سوچ نہیں پڑی یہ روپئی میں تحت اندر سے چلیے
ماشاءاللہ ماشاءاللہ.
منظر ایک حسین کے سجدے کا، منظر ایک حسین کے سجدے کا. ابلیس رب نو کہن لگا تیری ساری خدائی اے بندہ مینوں تیری خدائی دا چین نبیوں ولیاں نے دکھاں تو منہ موڑے، یہ دکھاں دی سیج تے رہن لگا. کر حکم کراں تیرا اصل خلیفہ حسین کر حکم مینوں کراں اینو سجدہ، تیرا اصل خلیفہ حسین لگا. ابلیس آتا ہے میرے اللہ مینوں آدم دے رولے تے کوئی رکھے آئی، میرے اصل خلیفہ ہی بتائی رکھے. جو ملا کا منکر ہے، جو ملا کا منکر ہے، جو ملا کا منکر ہے. جو علی کی بلا کا منکر ہے، وہ یہ سمجھے خدا کا منکر ہے. بلا کا منکر ہے، وہ یہ سمجھے خدا کا منکر